It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Connecting here with DJ Sharp. Now he's stripped. He lost the football.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Second and 11 now. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds Cook. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Vikings,
they'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now throw right sideline here is complete.
Another day, another
comes right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 14. Flush to his right. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. The open man is short. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's one heck of a third down conversion. A pickup of 39.
24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 21. Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The gun. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
incomplete.
Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Herbert. Into a double team, that's intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Quarterback on the scramble. He's taken down at the...
They'll throw now on the final play. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
This is our time.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
45-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. The man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. First down. Here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 yards.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He rifles throws one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And it's up and good.
That's the score. Chargers 28, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now Cook. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
7, but it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
On downs.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was brought down by...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, LA! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He may try and run for this, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football.
What's up?
And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball to any... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double down dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film. Did you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Chargers 45, Vikings 13. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Vikings on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
And it's 3rd down.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down, screen shot. And we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on 3rd down, it'll now set up a 4th down situation. Well, that was certainly an interesting time to try a fake punt. The good news, they will retain possession here, but now they face a 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?